So here we are going into my storage room. I would show you the basement that is finished, but it's not done yet. That's the last thing I'm going to do here. So, all right, we're just going to pan around real quick, show you how big this section is that is unfinished. And that was one reason that I really wanted to get this house, was this nice storage room after having 2 crawl spaces in our last home. I mean, I could stand up in them, but you had to like use a step ladder and the steps to get up in there, so it's kind of hard to do. So this section over here, when we first moved here, and it's been a year now, we thought about enclosing this section as make it a bedroom, but we decided just to leave it because it would cost so much to do that. But this was for my husband's workout room right here. Now, all the rest of this is what I get to use. So this section I dedicated to my outside decor here. And I have all my wreaths hanging here. I like this. It's just a clothes rack that I bought. And I like to have all my wreaths on it. It is on wheels, so I can move it around. So I have all my Christmas over here. And behind the wreaths is the fall bins. And over here is just like some spring and summer items, not very many. And then I do have one shelf unit here, and we'll go see the other side here in just a few minutes. Now, this section here, I have my 2 wardrobes, and I had this at my last house in a crawl space. So as you can see, this is how tall my crawl space was, basically, a little bit taller than this. And I have all my pillows in here because I don't want them to get dirty or anything. So this is what I use it for. Okay, let's go over here. And we did get our dry sauna put together. We've had this for a long time now. And, we take it with us. It just plugs in. And it just comes in panels, so it's real easy to take apart and take with you. So we really like to use this in the wintertime when it's cold, mainly when we like to use it. So we'll just kind of go along here now. These are my Christmas bins that I'm going to be bringing up here in the next few days. And the fall bins were in front of here. Now, I don't have the fall bins down here yet because I haven't taken down all my fall yet, but when I do, I'm going to do this differently, where I do it half and half on each side instead of one in front of the other. I think that will be a better thing. I just kind of threw them in this way when we first moved in. And back in this space underneath the stairs is just where I put all my moving boxes and like bubble wrap and stuff that I was saving. And I have a few bins and boxes stacked behind the dry sauna. Now this section here is, I got all my Christmas out, and these are the shelves that my husband made for me. So I kind of put everything together, group things, except for down here, it's a little thrown together. But back here, it goes back a few more feet, and I have some of my Christmas trees back there, and the things in the black bag here is part of another Christmas tree. And I have my garlands hanging up on that rod. I put my little Christmas trees here, the small ones. I have all my Santas here. And then I have all my nutcrackers next to them. And then down here I have a few odds and ends. My Christmas Village boxes are behind all this. And that's just the way I did this section. I have a few pumpkins over here. I tried to organize this, the best I could. I got all my lanterns down here, and you're hearing some water from upstairs. And up here I put some lamps. I have a few odds and ends of fall and Halloween in this little section here. And down below I have a lot of bins underneath. This is my spring and Easter section right along here. And a little bit of summer items. And then this little section back in here is my Halloween. And then I just threw a few fall things back in here on top of these bins. And these bins down here mainly have some of my craft items in it, mainly wood. I was going to show this really quick because I'm getting ready to take this bin up. I was going through my bins. And this has some projects that I've been working on a few years ago that I didn't finish. And this is one I definitely want to finish. So this is something I'd started painting a few years ago, and I have a whole bunch of Christmas items in here. So I'm going to be bringing this up so I can start working on this. I know there's a piece of 1/4 inch plywood that I cut to fit here, and I can't remember what it says. Like I said, it's been a while. But this is what I want to get back into, is my toll painting. I'll get the lid back on, and I'm going to show you here. I know everybody always asks me where all my plates are. Well, here's all my plates. I have 2 of these 6-foot long shelf units, and I have all my plates. This is mainly Christmas and fall down here. And then up here is my spring and Easter, and just some normal everyday plates and a few chargers. And I have more of my chargers and a few more plates up here. I have a few bowls up in this area, some teapots, and then up top I just, threw a few things up here that I have. And this section over here is mainly dedicated to spring and Easter. The top part has a few of my bunnies and a few spring items. I have more of my bunnies down here on this shelf. And some more spring down here. And then I have some of my glass candle holders down here, and then just a few odds and ends thrown in here. So let's go over here real quick. And this shelf unit down below, I have my Yankee candles down here and my battery operated LED candles. Just a few things I've thrown on here. I'll probably bring some of this stuff up after the holidays. And I have a bunch of my book storages, the storage book things here that I like to use for risers over here. And here's the back side. So I have access to both sides here, as you can see. And I'm getting ready to be bringing some of my fall plates down, so that's why I have these things sitting here. I'm going to be putting those here. And I just kind of threw a few of my wall hangings here because I haven't hung everything up in the house yet. And I'm going to be doing something with this old ironing board. I got this many years ago. I can't remember, maybe 7 years ago at Goodwill for like $4. And I got a few ideas what I want to do. And back behind here, I have all my Christmas signs. Don't fall. And these 2 boxes here are my big nutcrackers. I keep them in the box. I have a few items over here. I have my roosters. I have some Tuscan items. I have candle sticks. I have my bird cages up here and a little bit of French country. Okay. And then up here, this shelf was already up here, and I just put my tier trays up here and a few other items. On top of my wardrobe, I have a few more items just sitting here. Like I said, I'm not done with all my decorating upstairs. I'm waiting for after the holidays. I have a few of my wreaths here because these are ones I'm going to be revamping. I didn't get to these 2 fall ones, and then there's a spring one on top. So I'll be working on that. All right. So that is everything down here in my basement storage area. So I want to wish everybody a very wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.